It's going to be a busy day here on the farm, so I'm going to bring you out here and show you what we're about to get ready to do. It's chicken processing day. We've got our cones there, the scalder there, and the plucker here. This is set up to catch as much of the nasty mess as possible so that it's not just messy here in our driveway. But my husband and my mother-in-law and my father-in-law are going to do all of the chicken processing. I'm watching the kids while they get that done and also cooking us a lunch. So right now I just mixed up some dough for some dinner rolls and we're going to have that. I've got a ham going in my roaster oven and we're going to have some sweet potatoes as well. This is probably going to take most of the morning. It's a little after 8 and we're just waiting for the water in the scalder to come to temperature and then we can get started. So all of the chickens are actually over at my in-laws. They live about a mile that way. And so they will be trucked over here and we actually do all of the processing in the wash shed. So I'll show you where we go with that. We do the, can't say it on TikTok, but we do that out here. And the processing actually happens in the wash shed. Okay, so here we are. These are the sinks that we use to do all of the cleaning. We have our knives over here that we will sterilize. So everything gets hosed down and sterilized prior to us bringing any of our meat birds in here. And then we do a really thorough sanitation after as well. But these antique washboard sinks are what we use. We've got our knives in here as well. And then we use heat shrink bags to put the chickens in. And then we have a couple of freezers. You can kind of see one right there in that second room. And we will immediately put them in those freezers. Those freezers have nothing else in them. You don't want to have already frozen stuff in your freezer. When you put these birds in there, they're warm. And so it'll bring the temperature of the freezer up and you don't want your other stuff starting to thaw. So those freezers were emptied out and sanitized yesterday, plugged back in last night, and they are good to go for today. And so those are only going to be used to bring these birds down to temperature. We also have a chill tank. I believe we did a video on my YouTube. You can head on over to my Lilac Hill on YouTube, or even Grumpke Farms on YouTube. That's my husband's YouTube channel. And we did a more in detailed video of this on our channels. But the way social media is, we don't actually film the butchering. There's plenty of those videos out there, but we don't do it. So once they are out there and plucked, then my father-in-law will bring them in here. My mother-in-law will be on one sink. My husband will be on the other, and they will just process birds and process birds. We'll put the birds in a chill tank. Then they will bring them in and heat shrink them when they have a good grouping of birds, and then get all of them put into the freezer and then go on another group. They usually do about 20 to 25 at a time, and we have 75 birds to get through today.